Hello, everyone. I'm Mike Smith of Lunar Media Live. Welcome to our Pickaway County Special Edition. And today we have an All-American, Maren McCallister, graduate of New Hope Christian Academy, but she was also the National Player of the Year in high school basketball this past year. We'll talk more about the details of all that when we come back. We're going to be sponsored on this interview today by Kingston National Bank. Back with Maren McCallister right after this. Back with New Hope Christian Academy graduate senior, Maren McCallister. Now, this is the National Christian School Athletic Association Division III. You were the National Player of the Year as well as an All-American. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Now, actually, I met Maren about 2 months ago. I was up at Ohio Christian University because New Hope had an event that day where seniors were making a presentation about what they wanted to do in their lives and things of that nature as far as a career. And you told us at that particular time that you're going to be attending Concordia University, which is up in Michigan. But before we get into your college plans, let's talk about this All-American and National Player of the Year status. Your decision to go to New Hope Christian Academy, first of all, what led you to that?
Just kind of grew up around New Hope. So my mom works there. My dad's the basketball coach. So just growing through like my whole life, I just grew up around it. So
you said your sister's also the volleyball coach?
Yeah, and she teaches first grade. I think I forgot to mention that too.
Okay.
So.
But you're from the Asheville area.
Yeah. And
you had some older siblings that actually graduated from Taze Valley.
Yep. They went to New Hope until their 8th grade year, and then freshman year through senior, they graduated from Taze Valley.
Now, were you ever in the public school system growing up at all?
Nope.
Always at New Hope?
Yep.
Wow. So what did you get from that experience of being at a private school, Christian private school?
I liked it just because it was like a smaller environment. So, I mean, I only graduated with 3 other girls. So there was 4 of us. So that was kind of nice, just like the interactions with the teachers was a little better, I think, especially if you needed more help than someone else maybe. You would definitely get that at New Hope.
Now, playing at New Hope, they're not an OHSAA school, but you did get a number of opportunities to play against teams that are OHSAA schools. And how did the team do record-wise as far as the girls?
We did pretty good, actually. I mean, we had some tough losses, obviously, but I mean, I think we did pretty good. We played Westfall. We beat them all 3 years except for this year. Mm-hmm. I think that's the only one in Pickaway County that we played. But we played Whitehall. Mm-hmm. But I don't think they're in. I don't know what they're in.
Well, that would be Franklin County.
Yeah.
Up around the Columbus area.
We got a win off of them. Who else did we? We played a lot of good public schools this year, I think, better than years past. Now,
of course, we had an opportunity to go up and see the boys play. They played Eastern Pike in one of our featured games of the week that we had. We didn't get a chance to see you guys. I apologize for not being able to get up there and see you. So how did you do in your postseason tournament?
So we ended up getting 3rd. Every year we've played Mansfield Christian, which is like kind of like our rival, I guess. And so we played them in the Final Four, and we lost again. So that was like the 4th year in a row losing to that team.
Right.
But so we got 3rd. I mean, it's not what we wanted, but it's better than nothing.
It is what it is,
yeah,
right?
Better than nothing.
Now, we had a story on LitterMedia.com about Maren when she was named not only All-American but the National Player of the Year. I believe your stats were something like 24 points, 10 or 11 rebounds a game, 3 or 4 assists. So it sounds like you have the complete all-around game, or at least tried to.
Thank you.
What did you play as far as a position on the floor?
So for school, I was actually the point guard, which is kind of weird because I'm like 5'11",
right?
5'10", 5'11". But for my like summer ball, so I played AAU. I was like a shooting guard. Mm-hmm. So, but in college, I'll probably be just like a guard.
Which, at that height, getting to play some guard in high school, that'll help you because at that level, of college, you're going to be seeing guards that are probably as tall as you are.
Yeah. Which in high school, I don't think you see a lot of tall point guards.
Correct.
So like most of the point guards were pretty short compared to me.
So where did your love for basketball come along? Was that from dad or what?
I would say it was from like all of my family. I just grew up around sports, and I just fell in love with basketball at a young age. Probably from like upward, I would say, is where it started, because I played that first, and then middle school, I started in 5th grade because we didn't have enough girls at New Hope, and then just throughout.
Now, you said you did play volleyball as well. Did you play any other sports?
Not in high school. I did like track in middle school and stuff like that, but none of it really stuck.
Right. What do you think that basketball has taught you about life in general, about the work ethic and all that?
Probably just like with getting all these honors too, just like if you work hard, it actually pays off. So like if you want to get certain things, you actually have to like put in the work and like go to the gym and like stuff like that probably.
So now that high school is behind you, you're moving on to the college level. Here it is summertime when we're doing this interview, but you're already working at your game at Concordia. Talk about what you're doing there.
So when I got back from vacation, I think it was like June, I started going up to Michigan every Tuesday and Wednesday, except for this week, obviously. But on Tuesdays, we play in an open gym, so it's just we're playing the whole time, trying to stay in shape. And then Wednesdays, we play in, like, our summer league, so we just play a bunch of schools up in the area and just work on the game pretty much. You
were telling Dan Ramey and I before we went on the air that the school is just like 5 miles from University of Michigan.
Yeah.
So you can probably see the big house from the college.
Probably. I haven't looked, but probably.
Yeah. What's the campus like? Since you've been up there, a couple times a week.
It's really beautiful. It's really open, which is one thing I really enjoyed. Because I like being outside, like not like fully. I don't know how to explain it. Like I like being outside, but like I'm not like a camper, I guess. So like it's just like a really big campus. It's really open, really pretty, and it's just a good location because like I mean you're right in Ann Arbor, so anything you want, you could probably just drive there and go get it.
It's about how long of a drive?
Like 3.5 from my house.
So anybody that wanted you to come up and watch you play, it's not that far away.
Yeah, it's not that far. Yeah, I mean, my dad will probably be up a lot, I feel like.
I think you said, and this is, don't feel bad about it, because this is not the first time I've heard a young person say this about why they select the school they go to. You said it's still kind of close to home, but not.
Yeah.
You want to get out from under, everybody's wing, I suppose.
Yeah. Just like out of the town for a bit, just to experience new things and figure out like if I want to stay in Circleville, you know what I mean? Because I feel like if I don't go out and like explore other places, I'll just be in Circleville for a while. I
had the opportunity to hear what you're kind of looking for as far as majoring in school when we visited a couple of months ago, but tell our audience what you're thinking of, undeclared, but what you might be leaning towards.
So I think I'm leaning towards either social work or nursing, mainly just because I like helping other people. So along the lines of helping others is what I want to do. And
you're getting some practical experience now on a part-time job that you have.
Yeah.
Well, what is that?
I work at Circleville Post-Acute in Circleville. It's a nursing home.
So you get to work with, is it all elderly people or people of all ages?
It's mainly elderly, but like there's some people that are there just for therapy. So they just stay there while they're doing their therapy, and then they like leave whenever they're finished. But it's mainly the elderly.
Yeah. What are some of the things that you've learned from that experience, just about life in general, about who you are and what you want to do?
Well, I've definitely learned that I like working with like the elderly and stuff like that, and just like caring for them. For me, like it just sucks to like see some of the people in there that don't like get to see their family. So just like going into work, like I enjoy going into work, which is good. And that's what I want. I want to enjoy going into work every day when I get older.
How did you like school work in high school? Because that's what you're really going to the college for.
It was okay. I definitely took a lot of college classes already, so I kind of already know what it's like. So I'm not too worried about it. I mean, it'll be a little different. It'll probably be hard to adjust at first, but I think it'll be good.
Now, for incoming freshmen, do you have what would be considered a heavy credit load, or is it they kind of ease up on the freshmen going in, or how does that work?
My schedule, I already have it, and it's not too bad. I think most of my classes are like gen eds, so I'm just getting those out of the way my freshman year, because my classes I took earlier transferred, so I have a bunch of classes that I don't have to take anymore. So, I mean, it's not too bad. I don't know how many credits I have though.
Right.
I think it's like 50. Is that
15 hours, or?
Yeah, I think that's the normal amount, isn't it? I think.
Well,
I'm not sure.
My brother was a college professor, but I don't know.
I'm not sure what the average is.
Yeah. When do you usually have to make a decision in your college as to, okay, I'm undeclared for the first year or two, but now I got to make a decision here? I
don't know. I think some people, I don't know what it's like for sure, but I know that some of the girls just decided going into their senior year. So I don't know if there's a limit of when you have to decide.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure, but I'm hoping to decide going my end of my freshman year, going into my sophomore year.
Of course, it's still a new experience because you've only been playing some summer ball up there right now. But what is that like, branching out away from home, meeting people that you're going to have to be living with in dorms, playing with, traveling with on a team?
I like it just because I like socializing and meeting new people. And the girls there are really nice. When I went up 2 weeks ago, so I don't stay on campus when I'm there just because they don't have the dorms ready and stuff. So I stay with my aunt, and she lives in Toledo. So that's an hour drive from campus. And two of the girls already offered for me to stay in their apartment. So I don't have to make that drive on Tuesday to Wednesday. So that was sweet just to know that the girls I'm going to be playing with actually care about not only basketball, but just the people they're playing with, which was really nice. You're
probably going to stay with whoever makes the best food.
Probably.
You've heard, well, maybe you have or haven't. They always talk about the freshman 15.
Yeah, I've
you
heard.
Gain weight going into your because you're eating so much.
Yeah.
But you'll work a lot of that off on the basketball court.
Hopefully.
I know. Yeah. Maren, anything else you want to say before we close out here, just about your high school experience and what's coming ahead?
No, I'm just excited for what's to hold.
Well, congratulations on being, and we don't have a lot of national players of the year that we get a chance to interview. We have a lot of all Ohioans and so forth, but what a big honor for you and for your family, and we certainly wish you the best, and I know God will be with you wherever you go if you keep him number one.
Thank you.
All right. Our guest today on our special edition for Pickaway County, we're talking with Maren McCallister. Again, she's a graduate of New Hope Christian Academy, and this past season, her senior year, she was named as the National Christian School Athletic Association D3 National Player of the Year. Our interview with Maren McCallister today has been brought to you by Kingston National Bank. Don't forget to join Dan Ramey and I for our regular daily program. That's coming up at about 11 o'clock today here on Litter Media Live. I'm Mike Smith.